welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer and I do embroidery and handmade items. So in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on handmade stuff. So last time I was with you guys, I was talking about this beautiful red heart all-in-one flower power, and it's in the color Cherry Blossom. And I thought I had a good color to go with this, and I went to the store and realized, yeah, I don't have a good color to go with this to make bags. So I want to make bags, and I ended up making a bag. It's not in this yarn, obviously, because it hasn't been used yet, but it's in, I had 4 extra granny squares from 2 different bags. So I have 2 of these color and then 2 of a different color, and I'll show you in a second. And I was testing out this bag that I want to make with this yarn just to see if I liked the pattern. And so far the pattern is doable. I think I have to tweak it a little bit, but I had to find a complementary color because the pattern itself uses this same skein for the straps, and I wanted to have a separate color for the straps and a separate color to like combine everything. So I figured these two would go really cute together. So I grabbed it's called Frosty Green, and it's by Red Heart. It says Red Heart Super Saver. Frosty Green. And I figured since this is a cherry blossom, green and pink, they always go good together. So we're gonna see how these two look together. I don't know how many squares I'm gonna get out of this skein, so I gotta figure that out first. So I'm just gonna make all the granny squares out of this and see how many we get out of it, and I'm gonna figure out how many bags I can make with this. Here's the bag that we're gonna be making with them, okay? So here's the bag. Let me back up a little bit. It's a I don't know what you call it. It's a crossbody bag, so you can wear it like this in the front. Let's see if I can angle you down a little bit. You can wear it in the front like this, or you can wear it behind you like that. So I prefer this way just because it's more comfortable for me. But this this was actually really simple to put together. So it consists of 4 granny squares. As you can see, these match this bag, and then these ones match another bag that I made. Exact same bag, just different colors. So I made this bag, and I chose a purple zipper, and I did end up lining it. However, there's a caveat. This lining was a pain to put in. Oh my goodness. It looks cute now, but I had to really adjust it because of the odd shape. I did test it without the lining, and it works really well without the lining too. So this can fit a wallet, this can fit a phone. Let me actually go grab my wallet real quick. And I don't know the exact measurements. I can measure it real quick. So 7 inches by 4 inches. 7 this way, 4 this way. And it's about 1.5 inches like thick. And it fits really well in here. So just put that in there. And it fits pretty good. And I can zip it up. And it fits. And it's actually not that heavy. And I could also fit my phone in here as well, because there's still more room in here. I can fit my phone in here, and I'm using my phone, or else I'd show you. I can put my keys in here. Yeah, this is really perfect for travel. I probably will use this on, you know, if we go on vacation, I will probably use this instead of using, because I do usually use like, I've got like a saddle bag that I have, and this way I can have this and it'd be really light, and I don't have to worry about it being too heavy or whatever. So this is what I'm making, and this is what I'm going to be making with this yarn, and I'm really excited to make that, and I hope it turns out really cute. So I probably won't be making all the squares on camera. Here's another thing. Here's another problem. The lining, it's bunched. So it bunches up in the corner. And so every once in a while, my zipper will get stuck. So I probably, if I end up selling these, I probably won't add the lining just because of that. And honestly, I was able to like put my stuff in here and the holes didn't really give me any trouble. So I just would avoid little things, just like wallet, keys, phone. I even put my iPods in here and it worked really well. So that's the new crossbody bag pattern that I'm really excited to make. And the strap was super quick to make and it's really comfortable and it goes really well. Like it's got a granny square type of feel to it. It's gonna see how many squares I end up with this skein. So I'm gonna go make some granny squares, or in this case, flower power squares. If you've never made these before, there is a, I think there's a step-by-step pattern on the back of this. So let me open this up and we will go through it. I haven't opened it yet, so we'll go through it together. All right, let's open this thing up. So we're gonna open it. Try not to tear it. Get it open. Okay, it is opened. It's so pretty. Okay, so let's see. It gives you a nice little picture and some written instructions. Yeah, it just gives you basic instructions on how to do the flower motif, is what they're calling it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how many squares this skein produces, and then, oh, you know what? I just saw it right here. There's a picture. It says we need to go from the middle of the skein, so it gives you a picture. So you got to go from. Oh my gosh, my camera. It's not focusing. It's not focusing. Okay, hold on. So it gives you a picture right here, and it tells you to pull from the middle, and then it says 1 ball equals 12. So it says 12 squares. We'll see. We'll see if it does that. I think the other ball said the same thing, but I might be able to get more. So, okay, so I'm gonna start with, let's see, it calls for an eye, so 5.5 millimeter hook. Bring out my book of hooks. Book of hooks. I made this. I think I found a free tutorial on YouTube and it was super fun to make. And I used like a, I don't know what you call it. It's like a plasticky grid for like to make it sturdier. Okay, so I said a 5.5. So, let's see, 5.5. Okay. So 5.5. Gonna use a green. That makes green. Okay, so pull from the middle. Okay, again, this is not a tutorial, so I'm just kind of reading it with you. It says gauge is 12 single crochets and 15 rows equals 4 inches. And then the motif is approximately 6 inches. Okay, gives you a bunch of notes here. It's saying to start with a chain 4 and join. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do a magic ring because magic rings are a lot easier to cinch. Yeah, the chain 4 and join thing, it'll work for people that don't know how to do the magic ring. However, I do, so that's what I'm doing. And it says first round, chain 3, 9 double crochet in the ring, and then join. That's first, so that's gonna be the middle of the flower. And then, let's see, 10 double crochet and then color 1 complete. So we're gonna be making like the middle-ish of the flower. It's red. It's like a red, like a dark, it's not red, but like it's like a dark pink color. Okay. All right, so let me get stitching. So I'm gonna start with this first one, and then I'll come back and I'll clip back to me because I'm not gonna make this on camera because I'd rather not. Okay, so I will finish this first one and give you my notes as I go. So I will see you shortly. So I know I just started, but I'm already like having to adjust because I guess when I crochet tighter than usual. And that's how much I have left over. So a couple of things, either I need to adjust my tension, which probably won't happen, or I can just kind of, I can hide the rest of this in the stitches. So that's something I've done before. Or I can leave a longer tail down here, which is another option. Let me try leaving a longer tail and see if that helps. Otherwise I'm going to join the rounds and then kind of just like catch up to the color change and then move on to the next round. So, all right, experimenting time, yay. Okay, while I'm figuring this thing out, it's actually going pretty well. So, I wanted to show you a small yarn haul that I did the other day. So, I got an email from Yarn Inspiration saying that my order will be delayed probably another week. So I decided to try and find some yarn in stores, and I had a hard time. Finding stuff. Since Joann's going out of business, I'm really sad because that's usually where I get all my yarn, and so I'm gonna have to figure out, okay, well, am I going to, I don't know. I know Walmart sometimes sells stuff, Michael's. I've tried Hobby Lobby. They don't carry the yarn that I use, and I've never used their yarn or shop there. So, so I went to Joann's to assess the damage, and my local Joann store is pretty sad. Not surprisingly, all of the more popular yarns were wiped clean. All of the Bernat, I saw maybe one skein of Bernat left. So every skein of Bernat is gone. So I couldn't get any of my favorite velvet yarns. So I'm gonna have to try and find Bernat elsewhere, or I'm gonna have to start ordering it online. And I'm not usually one to order yarn off the internet, but I might have to resort to that. In the meantime, I went to Joann's just to kind of see, what it looked like, and it was pretty sad. It wasn't really cleaned out, and I think mainly because the sales currently just aren't low enough for people to be like, ooh, I need this. So I did see some like pretty nice heavy duty sewing machines on sale. They still were too pricey in my opinion, but that's just me. Okay, so I ended up getting one thing in Joann's because they like all of the cotton yarn, all of the Bernat yarn. They did have some blanket yarn, but it was mostly like the Joann brand, and then they had a ton of Joann acrylic. So I'm honestly just waiting for the acrylic, like their specific acrylic yarn, to go more on sale, because right now 25% off isn't worth it. Okay, so I ended up finding a little tiny section of like kind of cotton. I think this is cotton. It's a cotton polyester blend, and it's a Lion brand yarn, and it says it's recycled. So that's what I ended up picking up, and I saw this was the only color left. The only other color that they had was like a really deep navy blue color, which I'm not a fan of, or black. And I don't have anything to use black with, but I saw this color and I thought, oh, this is perfect. So I don't know, let's see, what color is this? This is the color, doesn't say. Oh, Rose Water. That's a perfect name for this, Rose Water. So I'm going to be making some market bags with these, and I thought this was such a pretty color. The camera's not really picking it up, but it's kind of a pinky, kind of a, I don't know, like a muted bubblegum pink, pretty color. And it's by Lion brand. So that's what I picked up at Joann's. And I want to make some market bags with that. And then once, Joann's, I was like, I struck out basically at Joann's, so I went to Walmart, and I know they have their own specific brand of cotton yarn. I've used it before, but I don't remember what I used it for. But anyway, so I found I already have some cotton yarn that are in a specific color scheme, so I wanted something completely different, so I grabbed this one. It's their Peaches and Cream. It's called, what's it called? Chocolate Milk. And it's an ombre, and I thought this would be really cute as a market bag. And kind of a muted color, browns and whites and creams and tans and stuff. So I got this for making market bags. I got a couple of patterns I want to try. And then I grabbed a couple of dark browns to go with them. Same brand, it's the Peaches and Cream. So I thought these two would go really well together. They did have more cones, but I wanted to start off with this one first and see if I liked it. And then they didn't have any velvet yarn, none. I actually ended up finding one skein. I found one skein of velvet yarn, and I've never used it before. And it is by Mainstays, which is like the Walmart brand. And it's called their Soft Velvety Yarn. And it is a size 5 bulky, which is perfect for scrunchies. So this is the only yarn I could find in my local like stores. Again, I haven't tried Michael's around here, but according to their website, they don't even have it in the store. They do sell Red Heart in person, like they do have Red Heart yarns. So I might go over there and see what they have, like their selection. But it's slim pickings. Yeah, this is the only, and luckily it was a color that I haven't used yet, so blue. This, I don't know if they have a specific color name for this. Yeah, no color name, just light blue. We'll just call it light blue. So light blue, it's a little bit of a mess. So that's my little yarn haul to kind of get me started, because I need to test some of these patterns that I found. So anyway, on to making the square. So hopefully I'll have this first one done, and then we'll see how many we can get. It's been a couple days, but I managed to make all of the squares, and I'm just gonna go over my thoughts with you and show you how many squares I made. And here are, hold on, here are all the squares. So here are all the squares, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares plus a 13. So this one was at the very end of the skein, and I ran out of white, which is ironic considering like every other square had so much white left over. Like, what am I gonna do with that? I don't know. So yeah, there's probably a couple things I could do, but anyway, so I have all the rounds except for one. This is missing the final round, and I don't have enough to finish the final round. So I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do with this. It's just an extra. So I could have potentially made 13 granny squares. So as you can see, each granny square has like almost 4 feet. Like almost 4 feet of yarn afterwards, before the beginning of the next square, which honestly I think is a little wasteful. It could be a little bit better. The most of the granny squares made up pretty well. So if you look at this one, not a lot of different colorations. There is a little bit like right here on this double crochet. You can kind of see the pink morph into the white. And that did happen a couple of times on some of these squares. Let me find another one here. So here's another square. You can see it a little bit better on this one. Right here is pink. But that seemed to be, this one's a little bit, you can see this one a little more right here. So you can see the pink up here, even though this is supposed to be white. So for the most part, the colors did change fairly well. I did have to like redo the beginnings of like half of these because the pink is so long. There's so much pink. I had to kind of like guess where to start. And there's not a lot of pink in the middle, so we could have like, you know, used less pink and less white. Yeah, so that's what I have here. If this were to work up without having, you know, without having to stop and not finish, if I was able to finish this, I could make another one of these big bags. I could make another one of these because this takes 13. So if you wanted to make a bag like this with the flower, it may be hit or miss because this requires 13. You might have a better chance with the granny square workup and not the flower one. I did order a couple more, I think they're flowers. The flower, I'm still waiting on my order, but they're really backed up apparently. So if I look at my order, one moment please. Yeah, so I ordered 2 more of the flower powers, just to have fun with them because they're super fun. But it took me, I'd have to say, about 3, possibly 4 squares to really get the pattern. The pattern itself written down is a little confusing. And I've, you know, read a lot of patterns and I've done crochet for a long time. So the way it's written, there's a lot of parentheses and the written instructions, if you like written instructions, you may have a hard time with this. Thankfully, they include a picture. This picture helped me so much because I'm a visual person. So I have a key and all the symbols match up with the symbols on the picture, and it really helps with each round. Particularly going from round 3 to 4 was a little confusing because you slip stitch, like there's like 3 slip stitches in this little tiny section right here. It's hard to see, sorry, the camera won't focus, but anyway, so basically the picture was a lifesaver. And after I got the rhythm and the pattern, it was actually really easy to work up. The reason why it took me a couple of days is because it's been busy around here and I only have a few hours a day to really kind of work on these. I ended up finishing the last full square yesterday, and I started on this one and realized I can't finish it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. We will set this aside and figure that out. So because we have 12, I believe that matches up with, yeah, so that matches up with the number here. Sometimes you'll get a bonus 13. I could potentially make a bonus 13 if I clip off one of these really long tails that are way too long and just add it onto here and finish that. But I am not gonna make this bag. I'm gonna be making some of these bags. So I can fit at least 3. I can make at least 3 of these types of bags from this stack. So we will be using this color yarn to join all the squares together. It's going to be a really nice contrast because I don't want to use white. It's a lot of white. So we're going to use the green to connect them all. Before I even do that, I have to actually I got to block these because I want them to be nicer and crisper. I mean, I didn't block any of these or this one, mainly because I didn't know what blocking was, and this I made for myself, so it's not a big deal because, you know, I made it for me to use. So we are going to, we are probably going to stop here in the video. I originally wanted to make a bag and then show you guys, but I am just gonna go ahead and see if I can block these squares so that they're nice and ready to go to make bags. So next time I will make a video and we'll just kind of the same thing where I'll just kind of just put these squares together and make a bag with you. So maybe next time I can show you all 3 bags, which will be really fun. And then we can move on to the next project. So, which I'm still deciding what I'm going to be making next. I still don't know. I still don't know when my order will be here. I do have some cotton yarn. Maybe I'll play with that for a little bit. Because I want to get used to using cotton, because I've never really used cotton yarn before. But I want to make some cute market bags and possibly some more scrunchies, because I've got that blue velvet yarn that I picked up at Walmart, and I can make some scrunchies too. So as far as embroidery goes, I am still searching for bucket hats. I think I might have found one that's got a good selection of colors. It's really hard to find like a good selection of colors. And I want to have a dedicated design for each specific color that's kind of a gardeny, summery type theme, which I'm really excited about because I want one. Like, I want to make myself a cute little bucket hat that I could wear outside weeding or gardening or whatever. So yeah, still looking into that, but that's what we have today. So if you've never made the all-in-one, the Red Heart all-in-one flower power, give it a try. They're actually really fun to make, and I didn't really have to do much, and most of the colors really kind of changed as they should. The only complaint really is there's way too much white in between each square, and a lot of dark pink too. So other than that, next time I see you, we will be putting these together. I don't know how long it takes to square, maybe overnight. Like, I'll do it overnight, and then maybe I'll start picking up, I'll start filming the next one for you in the next couple of days. So look forward to that video. Thanks for watching to the end. I know this is new territory, new content. I'm a little all over the place, but I'm having a lot of fun doing a variety of things and not getting too burnt out, because, you know, that's a real problem. It's getting burnt out on doing one thing over and over. So next time I see you, we'll be making some more of these really cute crossbody bags. Oh, they're so cute. And they're really light, and they're actually pretty heavy duty. Like, I'm actually surprised. I went on a walk with my son to his bus stop, and I had my wallet and my phone, and I think I had my AirPods case in here, and it worked really well. I could probably fit my keys in here too. And you can have it close by, and it doesn't feel bulky. It's great. So anyway, I'm planning on making, how many did I say? 4 in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, 3. So I can make 3 bags with this really cute cherry blossom flower, and I'm excited to pair it with the green, so that's gonna look really cute together. If I like them enough, I might make more, but it really depends on you guys. So yeah, if you haven't yet, please join my newsletter. I produce a monthly newsletter completely free. Link is down below. Just gives you an update every month. Once I start selling again, whether it's through Etsy or through my own website, all of the promotions and all the coupons and all the special things will be through that newsletter. So make sure you click on that and be in the loop for that. You don't want to miss out on any deals going on, because I will only do special deals through my newsletter and through my email list. So anyway, I will see you in my next video.